Hi, I'm Howard Hewett. My friends and I, we've been in this music game for a long time. So now we want to share some experiences, some insights, and most of all, some advice with you. Welcome to the industry with Howard Hewett. What's up, everybody? I'm Howard Hewitt, and you're here with me on the industry. Today, my special guest here on the industry is a child prodigy. She's been recording since she was 14 years old, and she exploded onto the music scene with her hit song Shame back in the day. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to introduce my very dear friend and neighbor
Yes.
now, Miss Evelyn Champagne King.
Hey, Howard.
What's up, sweetie? How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Finally,
Yes.
finally.
It's been a long time.
We've been trying to do this for a while.
I know.
We've been trying to put this together.
We
for
travel, you travel, I
a
travel.
while. We are working
Hard.
artists.
Yes, we are.
You said working hard artists.
Artists.
Oh, and we forgot. You're like you're our first female guest on the industry.
Oh, cool.
So
Thank you.
we have to put the man
cave down. Sorry, man cave.
Put the man cave sign. So
It's the women's kitchen right now.
So listen, first of all, before we get into this, I got you in the interviewing chair right now. I got you in the guest interviewing chair. And we've known each other forever.
Oh, God. Forever.
Forever, ever.
Forever, Yes.
Forever, ever. Where did champagne come from?
I know, I never really told you
You
that.
never told me
Well,
that.
because it was a family thing. Champagne came from Bubbles. Bubbles, which is my nickname in the family.
Well, this is a process, right?
Yeah. Bubbles, but it came from, my mom named me Bubbles when I was a little baby. She said, when you came out, the first thing you do is blew us a lot of spit bubbles.
Okay.
So the spit bubbles I'm going to just name it Bubbles. So, but when it became being a recording artist, it just did not fit. I did not want to sound like nobody's stripper because I wasn't stripping for no one. That just wasn't going to fly. Bubbles just didn't fly in between Evelyn King. So Champagne just sounded more bubbly and flowed, and it was me and my personality.
So you mean we could have been like sitting here talking to Evelyn Bubbles King?
It just wouldn't work. I wasn't happy with it. I was made fun of my name. They made fun of me when I was a kid, and it was just too much. But I respect it, and I still love my name. I mean, I'm called Auntie Bubbles. I'm called Bubbles. I'm called Bubblehead. All of that. So you can call me Bubbles. Howard.
I can call you Bubbles.
Yes, you can.
Okay, all right.
Well,
cool.
you're like family. You've always been like family to me.
Yeah,
so
always.
You're my brother.
So on the industry, what we try to do, we try to talk about, different things as far as like careers are concerned, because the industry, I believe, encompasses a lot of things.
That's right.
And especially now because of all the things with social media and stuff like that. And so one of the things that I think about, because you come from a certain situation as far as, like I said, 14 years old.
Yes. I got discovered at 14.
Yeah, discovered at 14. But your family was kind of in the business.
Yeah, my dad was, he used to sing with the harp tones. He was a stand-in singer with the harp tones and the Oreos. And he even choreographed some little steps for Buddy Holly.
Oh, okay.
So, and I had an Uncle Avon Long. Mm-hmm. Uncle Avon Long from Bubbly Brown Sugar. That was my uncle who passed on.
Okay.
And it was in the family. It was a lot of, it was a history there. Of music, between music, theater. Mm-hmm. And I knew something was going to give with that. But we also had a big family. I had a lot of siblings. So we were called the King. King family. King Amateur was what we did.
Yeah.
All the time. I mean, my parents would have people come over the house. And we had no clue who these people were. Mm-hmm. They were just on the block. Mm-hmm. And we had to perform for people on the block that we didn't even know.
Really?
It was like, wake up, time to sing. It was similar to looking at the Jackson family. Mm-hmm. And it was wake up, time for y'all to sing, do a show, put on a show. And it was just to see what we had, but my dad and mom really wanted to show that we were talented. And it wasn't where we had to get beat down to be talented. It was more so, we know that you love what you're doing, so we want to keep it going for you.
Keep it going, right.
So, you know, and my dad also played acoustic guitar. He played guitar, he was just, you know, he sang, and he just...
Somebody,
loved
who was that dealt with Lena Horne or something like that?
Oh, no, my dad, well, he liked Lena Horne.
Well, we all liked Lena Horne. I was
My
a
dad
little
liked
kid.
Lena
I was a little
Horne.
kid looking at Lena Horne.
Yeah,
you
he
know what I'm
liked
saying?
Lena Horne, but I think they played along with, when he was with the groups, you know, being a stand-in tenor,
Yeah.
you know, he sang along with, you know, those groups out there, and Lena Horne as well. So he did a lot. That influenced me to, you know, just want to sing.
So when did you start singing? I mean...
Well, when I started singing, I was really 5 years old.
Okay.
I wanted to sing. And he heard me sing. And he just said, we're going to keep this going. But my song that I heard was Hypnotize by Linda Jones. Hypnotize. You got me. I would love to do that over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but I want to do my own version of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's something that I will never forget because I love the song so much. They used to play, oh my God, Fats Domino and I used to hear Ella Fitzgerald and, you know, all those kinds of, you know, the standard songs back then. So when I would listen to them, it was more of, okay, just find your own voice and be unique.
Exactly.
So I ended up being unique, and I kept that, even though we had King Amateur Hour. And I'm telling you, I love my King Amateur Hour because it was the family. It was the King family.
Yeah.
But I'm the only one that really just... I guess ended up getting discovered and just moved on.
So they discovered you were because you were born in the Bronx.
Born in the Bronx. I'm a Bronx girl. Yes.
She's a New York.
I'm a New Yorker.
That's right.
New York.
But you lived in Philly. You moved.
I was raised in Philadelphia.
When did you move?
12 years old.
12 years old.
Yes.
So you were like working or.
I was a cleaning girl.
Okay.
I was cleaning with my mom, my dad. And my dad was maintenance, my mom was a cleaning woman, as well as reception. Sometimes she would clean up. This is at Philly International Records.
Oh, okay.
Gamble and Huff.
Okay, Gamble and Huff.
Yes,
yeah.
the Philly Sound.
Yeah, yeah.
And they was cleaning up in there. They would also clean up at Sigma Sound Studios, the studios where all of the, you know, mother, father, sister, brother came from. And all of the big head, groups out there, musicians, the best musicians in Philadelphia. They all end up knowing my dad and my mom. But they never met me, so it was more. It was more. Oh my goodness! And I'm saying that to say I wasn't going there to be discovered. First of all, I wasn't going there. I wasn't really even knowing if I was going. My sister was there, usually Wanda King, who passed on. You know, I miss her so dearly. My eldest sister passed on in 2015. She was there, but she wasn't able to come that day because she was sick. So I came in, it was like just my luck, you know. I was already in a local band at 14.
Yeah.
So I'm in there and I'm cleaning up. Okay, mom said, get in, get out. No one's supposed to be here. Okay. So I'm in there and I'm like, yay, you know, I'm cleaning, and I'm looking around, but I'm cleaning and I'm singing at the same time. So I started singing Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke.
Oh, yeah.
Vacuum. I was in the men's room singing. I came out of the men's room and T-Life.
Okay. Okay.
Theodore Life, tall, dark, and handsome man. You know, I had on my little, you know, I had my head wrapped up, you know, with a little scarf and just some jeans and just a top and just chilling, doing what I gotta do. I'm like, I'm getting paid, so I gotta keep working. I don't know who he is, you know. And he just said, did you hear anyone singing? You know, he asked that question. And I acted like I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, no, I ain't hear anybody. And I just kept vacuuming. So he just went around, and he must have found my mom at some point. And then he came back around and asked me again, you know, to see what I was saying. But I knew, you know, it was me. But of course I knew it was me, but I wasn't going to tell him that. I just kept on. He said, next time I talked to him, because he'd already talked to my parents, one day I'm going to make you a star. I said, yeah, right. Kept on vacuuming.
Yeah.
Here I am. It's 40 years.
So you were 14 then?
Yes.
And
I was 14 when I got discovered.
And then when did you actually go in and start?
When I started singing, I went into 2 months later. I remember it being about 2 months. I was introduced to the writers, and I had went into their living room. He took me over there, mom, dad, you know, everybody, we all excited. He just said, I want you to sing this down. She can sing. You, man, she got. T-Life was just very firm. You know, I love this girl. Her voice is it. This is my star. You know, this is what he said. And here I am singing the song, Shame, while they play it down on guitar. And I just sang it down like I knew the song forever.
Yeah.
That was it.
Who wrote Shame?
John Fitch and Ruben Cross.
Okay, and producer. Who produced?
T-Life.
T-Life produced.
Yes.
Okay, good. Good.
They all wrote together. It was like it was a team. You know, they were together, and he introduced me to them, and I was flabbergasted over the song because I was like, this is pretty cool.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But of course, you know, I'm ready to just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was scared because I was young. You know, I was like, I want to go to school. You know, no, time to travel.
But see, that goes to what I always say about being, because people talk about all the time, being in the right place at the right time, you know. But I always say, and I stand on my soapbox all the time about another part of that saying that people don't really realize and they don't understand, especially new school folks today.
That's right.
You know, because we live in such a fast food type of world.
Fast world.
But you have to be in the right place at the right time and be prepared.
That's right.
You know, be prepared to jump into that place. And, you know, to that type of situation where you're singing, you're a young kid, you're singing, you got that confidence. So you had to have been singing before because you're King family.
Well, I was singing before, but mind you, I honestly wasn't prepared mentally.
Okay.
Mentally, I wasn't ready to go, okay, let's keep traveling. And 6 months out of a year, I had to be gone.
Yeah.
My mom and dad had to prepare, tutor her, you know, make sure all these little things was going on. I didn't expect what I was dealing with, but I ended up dealing with it.
Yeah.
And I felt like when I was 16, when I started traveling, I was just turning 16. It was time to travel with Shame. And I was so proud. Because it took off.
Those are the things I want to talk. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about, because I want to talk about how, you know, the differences as far as like as a male artist when I go out on the road and as a female artist. So we'll be right back. We'll be back. Evelyn Champagne King, y'all. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right, we're back here. I'm Howard Hewett, and we're having a good time, like
like always,
after takes or behind the scene takes with people cracking the whip here. But we're back with the industry, and I'm here with my dear friend Evelyn Champagne King.
Yes, Howard.
And before we went on break just a second ago, we started talking about the as far as like the man-woman thing,
right?
As far as like. Because we're working artists, both of us are working artists. We're on the road all the time. We love it, you know. And I mean, are there things, you know, because with the show, with the industry, we want to hit on things that could possibly, you know, help artists that are out there watching,
trying to get
into business. I mean, we both know that there's no formula.
No.
You know, you can't sit down and say, number one, you do this, number two, you do that, number three, and you'll be successful.
Exactly.
It's not about that. But, you know, being successful and being on longevity, which we'll talk about later on also, you know, where there are things, and plus you being so young in the business, I mean, what were the trappings that you know, experienced as far as things of being a young female.
Things that also made me insecure or stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was tough. Well, I was only 14 when I got discovered. So that was the tip of it all before getting on the road. Being discovered at 14 and being in a local band already was tough.
Yeah. Because
I'm a young female and I wasn't brother or sister to any of them in the group. It was more of just where we were just friends. They you know, heard my voice, they loved my voice, they love your voice, and you're there and you're in a group. And it's more like, okay, we all gotta, you know, confine ourselves to, okay, if we're gonna work, we gotta go clubs, we gotta do, now mind you, I'm 14. So I did do these clubs. Yeah. So my last club that I ended up doing was for Bubbling Brown Sugar, which was my Uncle Avon Long, his party. It was a big anniversary party they were having. So I was proud to at least do that before he had passed on.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, you leave in that kind of scene and you're only 14, then you're 15 going on 16 to do your major tour, you know, with your #1 hit all over the world, and then followed up with other songs, you know, and just keep going. I had to have a tutor on the road.
Yeah,
I was very insecure.
Good school.
It was, school. It's work. It's something that's gonna, you know, I need my education at the same time. You always got to think of that first. So that was my parents made sure, you know. Then I had to deal with the fact that, now this might sound a little crazy, but it did happen. It was where, you know, if it was a female tutorer, you know, it was either they hitting on me,
yeah,
or it was a male and they busy trying to hit on me. You know, I mean, these are grown people and I'm a child.
So everybody was hitting on you.
They were hitting, and it was more and more instead of me getting my work, you know, from them and getting my education from them. You know, some of them were basically, you know, coming out on, you know, it was like, hey, we on tour with Evelyn Champagne King. Oh, wow, now I can be her man, or maybe I can be her woman, or maybe it was that kind of thing go on. That hurt me there. So I got a little scared. And I had told my mom, we was on the bus, and my mom came out on the bus with me, and she was like, oh, you want to stop this? We can stop this right here, right now. My mom didn't play. Mama King, everybody knew Johnny King. You know? She would tell her kids, you don't have to do this. You go inside, you come outside. One of the two.
Yeah.
And she just said, if you don't want to do this, we can just stop right here. I was crying, bawling in the back of the bus. She just went, see that name in the front of the, that's your name. This is your bus.
Right.
You're paying for this bus.
Right. This
is your tour, and if you don't want to do this, you can just stay home. I just looked at her, I said, I just want to sing, and I just kept crying. So she want to sing, then this is what you're going to do. So she was my manager on the road. My dad was also a manager on the road. They would trade off, you know, tour managers, you know, make sure. And it was just so much fun because I got my parents there, so I didn't have to worry. I was like, oh, nobody's going to bother me, or no one's going to hurt me.
Exactly.
So I was protected. So my insecurities came, I guess, thinking about the fact that I wanted to be in school. You can't be two places at the same time. So I can't be in class, being class clown and acting crazy, because sometimes I was doing that. Sometimes I was, you know, I mean, I concentrated on what I wanted to concentrate on. You know, we kids, you do what you want. But then my education is key to me, you know. But I always wanted to make sure that I was singing or dancing or acting. So it was like, all those together, that's right on stage for me. So I bought it all on stage.
So how long you would stay on the road? Yeah, how long would you stay?
6 months,
6 months out of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but you can't tell me that I didn't love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was out there with the biggest groups ever: Parliament, Funkadelic, Sun, and this is when I first came out on the road. I was out with Parliament, George Clinton, Bootsy Collins, with the, oh my God, everybody, Rick James. I was out there with all of the groups, all of the big groups, but I was the only female. And the only young female. And it was very challenging because it was like, oh, I'm growing, you know, I'm getting older, touring, you know, getting older as a teen, but then all these men. So it was like, they, you know, a lot of them took me as, you know, little Evelyn, little sis.
Shame was, what you were saying, Shame was?
1977.
77,
yes.
Yeah.
1979, you see it posted 79, 78. It's all scattered, but if you look at the fine print on the it's 77.
77.
Yes.
Those are the years, because it's sometimes trying to get everything chronologized. You know, it's like a difficult thing because you do have different information that's out there.
Exactly.
You know, like you do 1 year, one time, one thing says it's this year, and another thing says. So 1977.
1977.
When Shame first came out.
#1.
Wow.
Yes.
#1 around the world.
Around the world.
See, 14,
and I
15,
played the Forum.
16 years old.
Yes, 16. I played the Forum. I played Madison Square Garden. I played all the big places, you know. I mean, the big stadiums. I felt like when you watch today, if you look back at all of the movies and you look at when they were pulling on your clothes, and I mean, that was to me beautiful, even though, you know, people go, oh, it's too much. No, your fans are loving you.
You love it.
You know, I mean, they're loving. We're loving that.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we loved back then. I mean, I miss it. I still get some little, oh, can we have your jewelry? And I'm like, here, take it.
I know, right?
I mean, but it's love of what we do.
It's still a beautiful thing because
Yes.
I mean, and I tell some of my peers that complain about it, I say, well, one day it might not be like that.
Exactly.
So like
you gotta,
you gotta enjoy, what it is, what it's all about. Now and now time goes on, and you start. And when did you start working with our friend Kashif?
Wow, Kashif, it came out. It was in let me see, 91, 92, 82, 83.
Oh, we just
memory lapse.
I know.
No. Well, that's what happens. Just so you know, people, it does happen. It does happen. But it was around the 80s, 82.
Mm-hmm.
Love Come Down.
Love Come Down, yeah.
Get Loose album. I'm in Love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Love album. Now, mind you, just so you know, I did not change my name.
Okay.
It was just Evelyn King on I'm in Love album.
Okay.
The record company RCA changed my name. I was not happy. I come back home. My name is Evelyn King. I even said, "Who's that?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you didn't change your name and you come home with a different name,
so the record company just changed.
Just changed it. We thought that it would be more mature. No, Champagne sounds a little more mature to me.
Yeah.
Evelyn Champagne King, and I think you should take it and put it back. This was my words to them. Put it back because the fans made me who I am today.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
You don't change what you're made of. Evelyn Champagne King. I'm going to stay my bubbly self. Evelyn King that sounded older.
Yeah.
No, more mature. It's already in there. Champagne is in there. I'm bubbly. This is me. Keep it going. So they put it back. I'm like, yay, okay.
Yeah.
But with Kashif, with Love Come Down, I'm in Love, Betcha, Back to Love. The songs are endless.
Oh,
he's so missed. Yeah, we lost another great.
Another voice.
Another great writer, songwriter, producer, arranger.
Yeah.
He's done it all. Just like the same with everybody that I've had from the beginning. You got T-Life. You got John Fitz, Ruben Cross. These guys are still around. Thank God. And I'm still, we still talk to each other on Facebook and everything. Yeah, we still keep in touch. I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, because Kashif was. You can't, you just can't, express in words, as far as like everything that he did, the type of producer that he was. I only worked with him, I've known him for a long time, but we only worked briefly. But
I worked with him in the studio with these songs, and it was more like you go in there, and he would just be sitting there, and it was like all this music just flying at me, and I'm going. You're hearing all the sounds and all the. He was so smart, very educated to what he was playing, how he was playing, and the instrument,
and why
he was playing.
Why this instrument went there?
Yes, why it went there. What was it for? He would even try and act like I'm going to learn certain things on the synth. He would always try and do that with me. I remember that because he would go, "Yeah, you need to play this part if you want to learn this." I'm like, I didn't say I was playing. I'm singing. This is the way we would talk to each other. But he was just he would just go, Ev, just come in here. I got something for you. I want you to, make these sounds. I got I want to have it like 4 or 5 different voices on there, or tones. And I'm like, you want me to do all this? Yeah. He was one of those where he would just be very creative.
Yeah.
He was very creative.
It was funny because the last thing that we attended, you and I with Kashif, Freddie was out of town, so he said, "You call me. We got to go together." I guess he was doing his he was doing his unsung.
He was doing the clubs.
The club for the celebrate the
China
unsung
club
thing. And so we got. I picked you up, and on the way there, we're driving. And I said, Kashif called, see if I can get up there and sing. And then you say, I'm not getting up there and singing. I am not getting up there and singing.
Because I wanted to relax and watch him.
We're at the club, and they start into one of your songs, I'm in Love. I looked around, I said, and I'm like clapping. I look around, Evelyn's gone. Evelyn's gone. I look and she's up on stage. I said, "Oh, okay. Oh, you're not gonna get up on stage."
I couldn't help it.
Because Kashif always had that thing up. you know,
and he
getting
always
everybody-
wanted, and a lot of the times he would try and get me to be with him on,
Yeah.
you know, doing some gigs or something. But I'm working already.
Yeah.
And he's out there, and he had a young lady that sings, you know, I'm in love and Love Come Down. And he had her doing the songs, and the people were like, well, that's not really Evelyn. And they'll go, but she sings good, you know, but, you know, that's the way we're doing.
Let me ask you, would it be difficult for you to have sat in the audience and listened to somebody else, especially singing with Kashif, and not getting up there?
No.
It wouldn't have been difficult?
No.
Girl, you ran up on that stage.
I ran up there because he was yelling, come on up.
Okay.
And the girl was going.
Yeah.
She didn't want to do it.
It was killing, man.
Sometimes I don't understand, but sometimes when someone is singing your songs and they're excited about singing your songs and they're doing it already, I'm flattered, first of all, and it's a compliment.
It's flattering.
It's flattering, and it makes you feel good because you could go, wow, okay.
Sit back.
They appreciate what I've done.
Right.
So go ahead, carry it on. Now, if they sound bad, I'm gonna get up there really quick.
I know.
You know, that wasn't the case that night because girlfriend was doing it. She was doing good because she also was the one that was traveling with him when he went over to London. So I was complimenting, you know, a lot of that. But I don't feel like, you know, I don't have to get up there all the time.
You can sit
the
back
thing
and
is, it's
enjoy it.
nice to really listen to other talent.
Yeah, it is.
Because we can find and we can
Yeah.
put someone out there and say, hey, we did that.
Yeah.
You know, the same way Kashif did it.
It really is good sometimes to go and just not sing. And just really enjoy somebody else. Let somebody else work.
Yes.
You know, because we work so much and you know, but you enjoy just sitting and listening to somebody. And like you said, especially if somebody's doing your song, then it's like, you know, it's a compliment.
It's a compliment.
Flattering.
It really is.
A flattering.
But I'm not lying. If it's bad, I really am going to go up there and say something. I would actually help because I would go, no, it goes like this. or that's the wrong word. And we've been a couple of places where me and my husband has been somewhere where I think they were singing like Kisses Don't Lie. You know, that's Have Mercy Kersey. He's gone as well. We lost a lot of good people. Good musicians.
A lot of good people.
He it was Kisses Don't Lie. Somebody was singing Kisses Don't Lie. I think it wasn't a karaoke thing, but I think it was something where we went to and they was going, oh, we know your song. And, and it was like, that's the wrong words. Oh, no, girlfriend.
They're singing the wrong stuff.
But I mean, that happens, you know.
I know.
But
it's amazing how what some people think you're saying. You know, what you think, you know.
I know. I crack up because some of the things they think I'm saying, I'm like, really?
What? Yeah.
And then you got to go home and go, let me hear my own song.
And see if I did say that.
I'm sure you did that a lot.
We'll be right back with some more with Evelyn Champagne King. So we're here with the industry. I'm Howard Hewett. I mean, y'all got to see these outtakes when we get these out. The camera's rolling all the time, right? So that's good. So like I'm here with Evelyn Champagne King, my dear friend and neighbor now.
Yes.
Friends forever.
Forever.
But so as an artist, you know, I know that there's for myself, especially when I write a song, and even if I don't write a song, even if it's like, you know, because somebody else writes a song, you have to take that song and you have to interpret it. You have to like put it on, you know, record it so that somebody will understand what you're trying to say. You can project what you're trying to say, you know, because they can't see you. So you have to project it on as far as your voice is concerned. And you know, for me, whether I write a song or if I don't write a song, I have to pull on certain things. I pull on certain, you know, I think about certain things like we've been recording for the last like few days, and you know, I think about, I have to, and I'm not a lot of things that I'm recording right now. I'm just not really in that writing mood. You know, so so it's like, and I enjoy trying to, you know, interpret what somebody else says. So I pull on certain things as far as personally is concerned. What do you know, is that what you do too? You
is
also,
that how I take it when I go in?
When you,
when I'm recording, basically it's like I mean, I project it more, I think, on stage than I do when I'm recording it. I know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, I don't bring it down yet to a personal.
Mm.
Only because I'm actually focusing on the person that wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
so it's the opposite for me.
So what they're trying to say.
What they're trying to say, so I can go, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I bring it on stage, that's when I feel like I know that there's someone out there that feels this or went through this. You know, it could be one of them kind of songs. And you got to really have emotion with it. It's not just, that's when that acting comes in.
Exactly.
But it's got to be real. I mean, there could be some real acting, you know, and they have no clue what you're going through or what you're saying, but they know what you're feeling. You know, I want emotion and feeling when I hit the stage, be it a fast song or a slow song, because they got to understand that I'm up there not just to do it just for the money. And I have to say that because there's a lot of artists out there, a lot of young artists, that even ones trying to come into the business think that it's all about the money.
Yeah.
It's about loving what you do first. This is my first love. And I appreciate and respect the gift that was given to me from God. That is my gift, you know. So it's for me to go up on that stage, and no matter how I put it out there, and the reception I get is more so, wow, that song really hit home for me, or I really lived that, or I mean, I had people tell me, you know, certain songs, I didn't write the songs, the ones that I'm singing right now. I did write songs later on, but the songs I'm performing, no, I didn't write those, but they're up there, and I'm talking about the hits right now. They will freak out and tell me, I got a divorce on your song, I got married on your song, I got, you know, one of my man went to jail, you know, playing your song, but he was with some other girl, and we got this. So I done heard so many stories. And then I'm going, wow, this all happened off of the song that I'm singing. I didn't write, but I'm singing. But you project it, and it hits home with other people.
Because it becomes a soundtrack of somebody's life.
Someone's life.
That's what I always say.
Right.
I mean, there's so many people in this world. I mean, a big percentage of people in this world chronologize their lives through music,
through your songs. That's right.
And through not only your songs, other people's songs, but you become a part of that soundtrack. And
you are their life when you hit that stage.
Yeah.
And when they hear you on the radio, you are a part of their life in some way, you know.
Because as far as like singing, I've found anyway, as far as when you record a song, that's actually like the first or second or third time you sung that song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you haven't had time to really go in there, even if it's songs that you've written. I mean, this is you try to interpret those songs the best that you can.
That's right.
But sometimes you don't really get the full essence of it until you've done it on stage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when I got to do, when I did Shame, when I'm singing Shame, and when I got to go, I think the part that hits home for me, it might sound strange because it's like the last part. Mama just don't understand, oh, how I love my man. Okay. It hit home for me. Oh, how I love my man. Now, when I say that, I mean, mind you, I'm very proud to say, my gay audience is the ones that discovered Evelyn. They started my career.
That's cool.
Shame was their song.
Yeah.
That lyric there, that lyric right there is Mama just don't understand, oh, how I love. Girl! All day, you know, they're all day. This is, my mother never understood nothing. You know, I gotta see them, hear them, do this,
snap the fingers,
snap the fingers. Let me know. They let me know, and the words. I mean, I had to. It came back, full circle to me. Mama just don't understand how I love my man. I've been saying that since the day we met. Since the day I met with my husband.
Your husband.
And it was like, they don't really understand how much in love we are.
Yeah.
So when I do Shame, and when he's playing behind me, he's
so
playing guitar.
That's what you're feeling.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to do Shame all the time.
Every time.
You know, every time. The words really hit home. Oh, the older I get, the more the words are reflecting now in my life. I couldn't do Love Come Down, you know, you know, thinking of Love Come Down, and Pop wasn't having it, Daddy wasn't having that. You know, I'm in love. Yeah, I was in love with better be with one guy. It better not be with all them other little hoodlums. That's what he would call them, running around. You know, and it was little things we have to keep in mind. I was a young girl.
Yeah.
So being discovered when you're out there traveling and you have songs and you have, you know, people that you're gonna see a different set of people every day.
All the
because
time.
right, wherever we travel, there are different people in the world that are our fans. So we cannot act like we just see, you know, we see them again. No, it's a whole different face. They might have a whole different perception of your song. You know,
it's amazing. You know, sitting here talking to you because you know we've done other interviews as far as on the industry is concerned, and but to talk to somebody that as far as a working artist
and still
out there, still working,
thank God,
and out there performing.
Yes.
I mean, you know, because I always say you have to. Somebody told me a long time. I'm not going to try and steal their thing. I'm not going to say who it was, but a friend of mine, recording artist, he said, "Be careful what you record because it might become a hit. Because if you don't dig it and it's a hit, you gotta sing it every
Someone
night
else will.
over and
That's
over
right.
and over and over
That's
and
right.
over again."
That's right.
And like, you know, and if you don't like that song, because the cat that told me this, he recorded a song that he didn't like, and it was a huge hit, hit. But he had to do that song every night, and you know, so about shame. So how do you feel about doing
it? Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not just shame. I don't know if it's right or if it's. I have more. The thing is, which I'm proud to keep saying, it's more than one that I have to keep singing over and over again.
Yeah.
So. And people go, boy, they even ask, you know, when I come off stage, don't you get tired of singing that? No, I don't.
Yeah.
And it's because of the songs that I'm still performing.
Yeah, yeah.
I have not been back in the studio with a new since 2015.
Yeah.
I recorded, I recorded twice. I recorded with, First Ladies of Disco, which I'm doing the 3 women thing.
Okay.
With Linda Clifford and Martha Wash, which I'm proud to say I'm a part of. Martha Wash, Linda Clifford, and James Washington put it together. James Washington is Martha Wash's manager. And James Arena, it's built on the book First Ladies of Disco. James Arena is the author. So it's 2 James. James Washington, James. So I got that going. Show Some Love is the name of the song.
Martha Wash is, what was that?
It's Raining Men. She was with.
But what was that? What was that one line that she did? That's disco.
Everybody?
It's like in everybody dance. Yeah, something like.
Everybody dance now.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
That's Martha Wash.
That's disco.
Yes.
Iconic.
And she is still slamming that.
Still
song.
slamming.
She's
it.
the best.
Still hitting note for note.
Best.
Yep.
Then after that, it was 2015 again, and I did my own dance single called Dance All Night, and it was my brother Johnny King who wrote that.
Oh, okay.
Wrote, arranged, produced, everything. Dance All Night. That came out and it was like, okay. You know, I mean, people know it's out there, but it's at a standstill. I mean, it needs to be, you know, where they need to hear it more, and I got to put it more in the shows and everything. But sometime when I'm doing the shows, people got to understand, you know, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear the old stuff.
Exactly.
You know, so I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, this is what goes on. These are things we have to face and have to deal with. So knowing that I deal with that, but then when I have to hit shame, first of all, I play the congas and I dance and I sing.
That's right. You
now I have to,
slamming
and I love it. And
Yeah.
I have to say to a lot of the youngsters out there that are doing this, when you're out there performing, now I'm proud. I'm a proud 57.
Yep.
I'm very proud
Beautiful.
to say that.
Beautiful.
So being proud to say that, at the same time, watching them on stage, when I watch them perform, and I'm watching like the award shows, and they dance, they sing, they out of breath.
Yeah.
Okay. It's no problem for me.
Yeah.
I am
So
past
still
their
chopping
age.
it.
We're
chopping
still
it.
doing it, and I'm playing congas.
Yeah.
It is no reason why they should be out of breath.
Yeah.
They're doing all. Sometimes you can be overdoing. It's like that's
what
why
you
you have people behind you.
But
You
you
can
have,
do
you
stuff.
have to be you have to be a strong vocalist. So.
You have to be a strong vocalist.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah.
If that's not happening, of course you're gonna see them lip sync.
I know, lip syncing all the time.
Speaking of, I gotta report. I gotta make sure you know this because I seen it somewhere, and I just seen it last night. Someone ended up saying that Evelyn Champagne King was lip syncing at some show which was recent.
Yeah.
And I'm very disappointed about that because, sorry, that is really me singing.
Yeah.
So if it sounds that good, thank you very much. Because it sounds the same.
Yeah.
But that's something that they have to learn out there. This is no joke in this business. It's real.
It's very real.
If you really want to do this, do it real. Be real about it. And this is, I'm speaking on the fact that you too.
Yeah,
you are just like that, Howard. Mm-hmm. You are just real. And it comes out real. So fellas, listen to Howard.
And ladies, you got Evelyn.
We're only telling you the truth.
Yeah, it's very serious. I mean, that's something that I take very seriously.
Me too.
As far as like personal appearances and interacting with your fans.
Yes, it's very
important.
important.
People that have like followed you forever. I mean, that's a beautiful thing.
You are who you are because of them.
That's right. Because of them.
That's right.
We'll be right back for some more with Evelyn Champagne King. Peace. What's up? This is Howard Hewett. We're back on the industry. We're having the ball.
We are.
Crazy.
We are.
I thought Mickey Free was crazy. This is crazy. You're like,
we're crazy together, Howard.
We go back. We go back.
We are.
Way back.
Yeah.
So, and with all that, because we've all seen the changes, and in the industry, some great. I think most of them are amazing changes because you have more control over your career. Some of them are crazy,
That's
because
right.
it's like, because of certain things. But, as far as, images, the images on the female side. I look on the male side a lot,
Right.
but on the female side, images. What are your opinions about the things that are going on now for female artists as far as industry is, not industry, I'm sorry, as far as image and content of what they do, as far as talent over image, the importance of that whole thing.
It's actually strange that it's still the same since it's been going on for a while. It's been going on actually longer than we think. It hasn't just started actually. It's been going on since the times of Grace Jones and
Wow.
I mean, you look at that. You look at that. I mean, that's my buddy too. I get along with Grace. We get along well. I was only, there was a Studio 54 days.
Yeah.
So all of that was going on since then.
Lord have mercy.
I even performed.
Did she say Studio
Yes.
54?
And I even performed Studio 54.
We used to have a ball at Studio 54.
See? Yeah, it was too much going on.
Yeah.
I was a kid. I saw a lot.
Yeah.
And my eyes was like this. With my mom had her hands over my eyes.
Oh, that's right, because you were 14, 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
16 years old.
So I saw things that, you shouldn't see. I'll never forget. It still stay here.
Yeah.
It's like still here. But at the same time, if it's not you, it's not you. And I projected myself as a young lady always. Even though I did have to, which you can say, you remember that, I don't know, well, no. We had the spandex panty that we used to wear, but I had to have a legging underneath. It was a legging. You wear the spandex legging, a whole full bodysuit. And I had a panty on top with a belt, with belts hanging up. That was a style or something.
Okay.
That was like they would call it like the funk, for the funk music, or back when I was traveling with Parliament and all of them, we had those kind of looks.
Did you wear a diaper?
It looked like a diaper. To me, back now, it considered
what was the
like
cat? What was the cat in Parliament Funk that wore the diaper? What was his name?
Oh God, what was his name?
Oh man, I can't remember.
Gary.
Gary
something.
Yeah.
Gary Shiner.
Yeah. But they wore a diaper. He wore a diaper
I mean, they
on
wore
stage.
that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was going on.
Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah.
With wearing clothing, having some stuff on, images versus talent. I'll put it like that. It was more of entertainment. So show me your body or show me some talent, show me something so I can, enjoy and have a good time kind of feeling. And that was Studio 54.
Right.
And they were getting wasted and messed up and everything, and just with everybody and anybody, and and I seen all that. It messed my mind up, but at the same time I knew that wasn't me. So even though I was there, and then I had to go for my birthday, I was 19 years old.
So
and that's where I met Diana Ross.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a lot of little things I had to learn, explore, and wow, it was that kind of thing, like, huh? You're confused. You're totally confused because you don't really know what's going on and why people are treating you certain ways. And number one, I'm a female, and I'm a young female.
Right.
And it was like, oh, she don't know anything, she'll be fine. No, I won't. But I had my parents, so I was very proud.
So
that's another thing that leads into how I actually kept it going and being on the straight and narrow and being a decent young woman. Still. Even at this age.
Because that was the one thing we always say. You were decent. You were a decent young woman. As you said, perfectly put.
Yes.
Because that was the whole thing as far as as when I was in the group and then because we would do shows together.
Yes, we did a lot of shows together.
Jeffrey was very interested at one time, and
yes, I liked Jeffrey too. There's no lie there. Everybody knew I liked Jeffrey too. We both liked each other, but then it was like, okay, I know what my dad was saying. Don't you dare.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was like, don't worry, because you couldn't. So it was like, don't you even think about it. And he knew it.
Yeah.
Any male group, they knew. It was like, if daddy said no, you stay away from his daughter.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure she's focusing on what she loves to do. And we did that. Yes, of course I was able to have a boyfriend or two, the older I got, but you concentrate on your business. But I was always a decent young lady on that road. I don't care how many times I had to travel with all those men. You knew I was decent. Because you was also making sure that I was not, I didn't step out of line. I watched that.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that.
Yeah.
So I've been there of seeing certain things like that, which a lot of the images today, they're not really projecting being on the straight and narrow of, sophisticated lady or classy. Or all that's gone. I'm sorry, it's gone. I don't see it anymore. That was Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. That was with the, they had the class. We had the funk and the looks and all that, but they still had the class.
Right.
And the sophistication. Natalie Cole, gone. All the good ones. We still have Shaka. That's my idol.
Yeah.
That's my heart.
Yeah.
We have so many artists that is just Ella. I want them to even go back further. Ella Fitzgerald. That's class. Sarah Vaughan. Class.
Right.
Think of class. Have some clothes on.
Yeah.
I think you would get by.
Yeah.
But if you always feel that you have to project yourself in a way of, I have to show some, say, you kidding? At 57, I'm still trying to find some boobs, okay? Let me put it this way. I go on stage. This is on the real. I go on stage and I know what it is about. I mean, you have to have a leverage here.
Yeah.
I am a woman. And they want to see me be classy. They want to see me rock the house, drop it like it's hot. Yeah, I know how to do all that. It hurts sometimes.
At 57.
But I know at 57. But I know how to do it. But I know how to be classy at it too.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go home and say, I ain't never going to Evelyn's show because she was just so raw. No, you're not gonna see that.
Amazing show.
I enjoy it.
The band show as well as the live to track show.
Thank you.
Because everybody can't do live to track.
That's true.
Everybody shouldn't do live to track.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, because the live to track show, you are vulnerable. There's like you and the track up there. That's
and I feel like I have everybody right there.
Yeah.
In my living room, in my heart,
Yeah.
in my palm of my hands, and that's what I was told from my Uncle Avon, all the way to my daddy. It was like, keep them in the palm of your hands. You will always be who you want to be.
Yeah.
And that is Evelyn.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be anyone else. No one else's name. I have my own name, my own signature, my own voice. I'm unique, and it's my own style.
There you go.
So if there's someone trying to project the way I am, do that, because it is a decent way of me. I don't have any other way. I'm not going to be raw. I get raw with you if you mess with my family. Yeah. But I know how to bring out my Bronx.
Yeah.
But I am who I am, and I am a classy lady.
Yes.
And I want to see that more. We don't have that anymore. Yeah. And I do miss that. And the young ladies out there, even if you're trying to get in a business, it's not just about coming out, making sure you show everything, because you don't have to. If you got the talent and the voice, the strength, and God and will come. It'll come. It'll all be there for you. But if you keep thinking that, what you see from the past of certain things that, it did go on. It's not like we didn't see it either. It's just what you follow.
Right.
If you're going to follow in the footsteps of the ones that have to show everything and not, present their talent that was God-given, then I don't know where you're going with your business.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. We're going to be right back. We're going to wrap up everything right here. Man, this has been amazing.
I love it. Let's do some more.
We do some more.
Do some more.
We'll be right back. What's up? We're back here in the industry with Evelyn Champagne King. Yes. Well, we've been talking about all kinds of stuff today, this evening, and one of the things, like we said, we keep on talking about, both of us being, working artists on the road, and I know when I do my shows, when I have my band out, then I have a road manager and the whole staff situation. But when I do my live to track stuff, I go by myself. As a male artist, I put my hat on, my baseball hat, put my earphones on, and I'm like I'm like in the terminal, do my thing, get on the plane, blah 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 blah. But as a female artist, like I don't believe that should be the way that female artists should travel. I don't believe that. And do you feel, because I don't feel like I need protection, but do you feel like you need protection out there on the road?
It's not where I need protection. It should be where someone is there to assist.
There you go.
And accommodate you, be more of assistant for you, because you never know what you're going to run up against when you hit the stage, or before you hit the stage, when you arrive, while you're traveling. Yeah. At the same time, I've witnessed so many times, a lot of artists that end up going by themselves, and then when they're having the problem, they're like, "Oh, I wish he would have came with me," or you hear them on the phones, and I'm going, should have thought of that while you was there.
Yeah.
It's kind of late now. Now you got to deal with this all on your own, and then you complain.
Right.
And then some of them have the gall, I'll say, and I have spoken to some, I'm not going to name names, but where they'll say, well, I couldn't afford to pay that person. So if you can't afford to pay that person to come out just to help you with that, which something is minor, as major as it sounds, and you're cussing out the promoters, then what, it doesn't look good on you.
Yeah. This is an artist.
We should be
always be smiling and
happy to hit the stage and sing and go back to the hotel.
And I do. It's like I said, the live to track thing. For the live to track thing, I go by myself. I know, because I always make people laugh. I say I know how to get on and off a plane all by myself. I don't need anybody to help me. And I know how to stay in my room if the money's not right and say, hey, I'm here, but, hey, if you want to pay me, it's good,
Right, but I think it's tough for me. I love having my husband there.
Yes.
Because my husband is my protection to me. And at the same time, he has learned the skills of being a road manager, music director. He's all that. And, what better person to have there for you is someone that's going to protect you all the way. But there is sometimes when he's not able to make it. We're each other's boss. When he's working, he has his own gig. And, I'm working, I have my own gig. But he's my music director. I'm his singer for his shows. And it's just crazy, but we manage it.
So you guys have been together forever.
20 seas forever it's gonna be forever. But and not just him. Even sometimes we'll have a friend or even my brother Johnny come, or a friend of mine come if my manager can't make it. But it's always a male, that is gonna be able to. I respect their presence and them being more authoritative, of something that's going to go down if it happens, especially if you have probably some lingering problems via the promoter or, things on the phone already. And it's like, okay, when I get there, I hope somebody's there to accommodate me to the hotel, make sure I have a dressing room, make sure these things have to be done regardless. There's a lot of times things cannot be done and they even know they're coming. And they'll go, oh, we didn't receive the rider. That's a lie.
Yeah.
We know we gave you the rider because even if I gave it to them, they gave it to them. It could be 4 people give it to them. Nobody found the rider.
That's always the thing. That's always that. Oh, we didn't get the rider.
Exactly. So it's always where we always hear the problems.
So Freddie, your husband.
My husband.
Freddie Fox.
Freddie Fox.
Serious guitar player, amazing guitar player.
Yes, he is.
Amazing musical director for you, evidently.
Yes, he
so
is.
and your protector.
Yes, he
out
is.
on the road. You guys been together for
26 years.
26
It'll be
years.
27 this year, and I'm ready to celebrate.
I thought you were kidding. I'm sorry.
I'm ready to celebrate.
I thought you were gonna say I'm ready to sell him now.
Okay, see, that's how far me and Howard go back.
I know, right?
I let him slide with that one. I'll get you later.
Right there, I know,
Okay.
I know. But Freddie Fox, he's right over here. Come on over here. Yeah, bring the guitar.
Come on,
This is the guitar that everybody has played. Mickey Free, Ray Parker,
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
All the fingers was on there.
Yeah.
All the good fingers.
All the fingers. So this is Freddie Fox, everybody. This is Evelyn's 26-year romance.
Smooth jazz guitarist, has his own CDs out. Tell him your CDs.
Well, I have my own CD out. I have my first CD, Freddie Fox, and my second CD, Phil in it.
Okay.
And I put it out on my own record label, and of course I got my wife as
I'm singing
artist.
Happy Feelings from
Yes.
Frankie Beverly Hills.
Cool.
Oh yeah, so we have a good time when we're on the stage.
Cool. That's good. That's good, man. It's like and I've seen the show. Many times, and it's amazing. Amazing energy, the whole thing. Yeah. So we're here. Hey, we're here at the industry. This is Evelyn Champagne King.
So what we gonna do?
We're gonna do a little bit of my idol, which Chaka Khan. I know. I love my Chaka. And songs I was singing back in the day. And you ready?
Yeah.
We'll do some Sweet Thing.
Sweet Thing.
I will love you anyway. Even if you cannot stay, I think you are the one for me. Here is where you ought to be. I just want to satisfy you. You're not mine, can't deny it. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Love me now, or I go crazy. Oh, sweet thing, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing, sweet thing. Oh, you know you're my everything. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I wish you were my lover, but you act so undercover. To love your child my whole life long. Be it right or be it wrong. I only want you, baby, baby. Don't walk away, don't be so shady. Don't want your mind, don't want your money. These words I say, they may sound funny. Oh, sweet thing, sweet thing.
You gotta take a high low.
Don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Yes, you are. Sweet thing.
Here at the industry, this is Evelyn Champagne King.
Sweet thing.
Freddie Fox.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Sweet thing.
What, third verse is?
I wish you were my lover, but you act so undercover. child my whole life long. Being right or being wrong. I'm only what you let me, baby. Don't walk away, don't be so shady. Don't want your mind, don't want your money. These words I say, they may sound funny, but oh, sweet thing. We love you. Don't you know you're my thank you, everything.
Freddie Fox,
Hey.
Evelyn Champagne King, we're here at the
How are
Industry
you?
Peace. We will see you next time. God bless.
God bless.
Yes.
As a young woman in an industry that you would like to share with young girls coming out right now? What should they focus on? Yeah.
There you go.
Hour to get him to sign 3
Are you
checks.
serious?
And he wrote for the party.
That'll fade out.
You heard of motorcycle?
Yeah, I heard him.
I ain't heard no motorcycle.
I have my
You smooth on,
Yeah.
Bag over here.
Thank you.
goatee.
What was
so
you
that,
bring
like,
for breakfast?
cause you had that.
Sorry.
And then
He's like, look.
there we go.
My husband, that was the biggest one I've ever
No, but you
seen.
made me.
And I've been married to him for 26 years. I never seen it that big. That was hilarious, husband.
So
Time for another
focus
drink.
on the image versus the music.
Alright, alright,
Down.
alright.
All right.
Performing that song after all these years.
I love it.
Over and over.
I personally love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I really do.
Good, good, good.
I think it shows in my performance. You can see that.
Good,
you know,
good,
so-
good.
Dropping it.
Yay!
Yeah, like it's hot. I hope I can keep on
Dropping it like it's
till I'm 60.
Drop down.
69 though.
So really,
You gotta keep going after
as
60.
a woman,
Excuse me.
female artist,
Yeah, he's still going after 60.
That's what I'm saying. You can drop
Yeah,
it.
but he's not a female. Females are different than a guy. We got a lot more problems than y'all.
Because
Like the
You don't know that, huh?
females are treated differently.
So good.
No, they're not. They pay the same thing. They just complain.
Excuse me? Wait, that right there is like a what? Those are fighting words from the Bronx.
It's a shame.
Okay.
That'd be healthy for you to keep
Is that Rainy?
Oh, I like the lips, yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
okay.
pretty.
But that's gonna be different than what you started out with, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's not that big of it. It's like
It's just that I just put some on.
It's just like
Okay,
a
now
blush.
that we're back and she has put on lips
Very noticeable.
and
Oh, please.
Camera's gonna zoom in.
Do you, Evelyn, if you need hands or ice, you're good?
No, I'm good.
You've been great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm more relaxed.
Yes, yes, exactly.
He's the one we gotta work.
and
That's all.
okay.
You guys ready?
Yes.
So let's get into the advice for young female artists. We won't get into your favorites,
I'm
but
taking her home.
again, get into how do you
You'll
feel.
bring her back. Okay.
All right. Enough of this joking.
So we know what we get into next. Cracking the whip.
We'll be right back with some more with Evelyn Champagne King.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
So, yeah,
all
she
right.
didn't jump up
All
at
right,
you,
wait a
so
minute,
we're
wait a
not
minute.
going off the cuff.
Okay.
Stick to the script.
No, you guys are fine.
I guess because we're just being more candid. You know, we just
No, it's
everything
perfect.
flows into when I do an interview now, just so you know.
Yeah.
Because I'll
No,
start talking about everything and it's already done.
That's perfect. The only reason I was saying because that was his introduction.
I know.
So, like you can't see.
Being on the road.
Yes, Ray. She is very firm about that. What husband? Oh, yes, you do, husband.
Oh, man.
You are
No,
part
you're
of
coming.
you are part of everything I do at this point on. So just you stay right there.
2 women coming out.
26 years, you better sit your butt.
So, coming as far as my mind just went blank. Okay.
That's what's gonna happen to me, honey, when I get his age.
Wait. What was I coming in
That's what's
with?
gonna happen.
So you're gonna use. So when you're performing your music,
Teleprompter.
do you ever draw from personal experiences?
Okay.
And then you.
Go. Before I forget.
And then that's the segue into.
I didn't know.
So advice for young female artists: the image versus the music.
Alright, cool.
Like they always want you to be like a sex symbol.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like really delve into that.
Well, they wanted that then. I was younger. Now they give a hoot. They like sing, Evelyn.
Just sing it then. That's all you want.
No, they still.
Back stuff, you know, and then whatever. The only time I really take a role manager with me or whatever is when
That's his introduction.
yeah.
So we just want to get into.
You know what? You just broke my flow.
Sorry. But that's his segue at the end.
Yeah, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
But
So we just want to stay on just stay on shame. Talk about it was a certified gold top 10 on the hot R&B. How did this change your life? What kind of trappings did you have to struggle with as a young female artist?
Negro.
That's his segue.
I know, but we can always okay.
I love that. I'm happy because somebody needs to straighten out. Thank you so much after all these years. Thank you so much, Brady. I'm loving this. When we on the road together, I'm just gonna crack up every time I see
It's
you.
like flowing, man.
No, you're flowing so
But no.
It was, but it wasn't in the direction the boss wanted to.
See, now I gotta think about some other stuff here. Okay.
Did you get insecure?
Okay.
Did they push things on you that you were uncomfortable with?
Okay.
Girl, you gonna get a whooping. Told you.
Okay.
Okay, alright.
Alright.
I'm all confused now.